In this video, we're exposing 5 common parenting pitfalls that might be unknowingly hindering your child's ability to thrive in the face of adversity. Raising a resilient child is possible. Welcome to the World Changer Parenting channel. It's natural to want to shield our children from every bump, scrape, and disappointment. But the truth is, by constantly hovering and preventing them from experiencing even minor setbacks, we might be doing more harm than good. Think about it. Life isn't always going to be smooth sailing. There will be challenges, frustrations, and yes, even failures along the way. And that's okay. It's through these experiences that children learn, grow, and develop the resilience they need to bounce back stronger. So how do we strike that delicate balance between protection and freedom? How do we encourage our kids to explore, take risks, and develop their independence without constantly hovering over them? Let's find out. The key here is to differentiate between protecting and overprotecting. It's a delicate balance that every parent must navigate. It's essential to provide a safe and supportive environment for your child, but that doesn't mean eliminating all risks. Children need to experience challenges to grow. Instead of immediately jumping in to solve every problem, take a step back and observe. Watch how they approach the issue and think through their actions. Allow your child the space to figure things out for themselves. This independence fosters critical thinking and self-reliance. Let them struggle a little, even if it's tough to watch. Struggles are a natural part of learning and development. Encourage them to find solutions and offer guidance when needed, but avoid taking over completely. Your role is to support, not to control. Remember, resilience is built through experience. Each challenge they overcome makes them stronger. By allowing your child to navigate age-appropriate challenges, you're giving them the opportunity to develop problem-solving skills, build confidence, and learn that they can handle whatever life throws their way. These experiences are invaluable. So, loosen the reins a bit. Give them the freedom to explore and learn. Trust in your child's abilities and encourage them to step outside their comfort zone. This is where true growth happens. You might be surprised at what they can achieve when given the space to try. Their potential is often greater than we realize. Words hold immense power, especially when spoken to a child. While we all have the best intentions, sometimes our words can have unintended consequences, especially when it comes to criticism. Think back to a time when you were young. Remember that feeling of your stomach dropping after being harshly criticized? That feeling of inadequacy? Now, imagine that feeling amplified in a child who is still developing their sense of self. Excessive criticism, even if well-intentioned, can chip away at a child's self-esteem and make them afraid to take risks or try new things. It can create a fear of failure that follows them into adulthood, impacting their confidence and ability to bounce back from setbacks. So how do we break free from this cycle of negativity and create an environment where children feel encouraged to learn and grow without the constant weight of criticism? Let's explore some practical strategies. If this video is giving value, subscribe and like this video. It helps it grow. Now, criticism often focuses on the negative aspects, highlighting mistakes and shortcomings of children. Constructive feedback, on the other hand, aims to guide and encourage growth. Instead of simply pointing out what's wrong, try to focus on the effort and progress your child is making. Acknowledge their attempts, even if they don't result in perfection. For example, instead of saying, "You didn't clean your room properly," try, "I appreciate you putting away your toys. Let's see if we can find a place for everything else." Remember, our goal is to build our children up, not tear them down. By shifting our language from criticism to constructive feedback, we create a safe space for them to learn from their mistakes and develop a growth mindset, which is essential for building resilience. Another hindrance is lack of support. Let us dive in deeper. The third pitfall on our journey to unlock child resilience: lack of support. You know, that feeling of having someone in your corner, cheering you on, no matter what life throws your way. That's what we're talking about today. Imagine a young sapling reaching for the sky. Now imagine that sapling without any support, no stakes to keep it steady in strong winds, no fertile soil to nourish its roots. It's going to struggle to grow strong and tall, right? The same goes for our children. They need a supportive environment to thrive, to develop the resilience to bounce back from challenges. And that support starts with us, their parents. So, how do we actually build this fortress of support for our children? It's a process that requires patience, understanding, and a lot of love. It starts by being emotionally present for them. This means more than just being physically there. It means being mentally and emotionally available. I know life gets busy, but taking the time to truly listen to their joys and concerns without judgment can make all the difference. This small act of listening can build a strong foundation of trust. Next up, we celebrate their efforts, not just their accomplishments. Recognizing the hard work they put in, regardless of the outcome, is crucial. Did they struggle with a math problem but keep trying until they got it? That persistence deserves recognition. It's important to highlight their determination and grit. Celebrating effort over outcome teaches our children that their hard work and dedication are valuable, even when they don't immediately see the desired result. This helps them understand that the journey is just as important as the destination. And let's not forget the power of open communication. Honest and open dialogue can bridge gaps and build stronger relationships. Create a safe space for your child to express their feelings, even the negative ones. This safe space is where they can be their true selves without fear of judgment. Let them know that it's okay to feel scared, frustrated, or disappointed. These emotions are a natural part of life, and acknowledging them is the first step to overcoming them. When we validate their emotions, we show them that they're not alone in their struggles. This validation can be incredibly comforting and empowering. Finally, empower them to find solutions. Encourage them to think critically and creatively. Instead of immediately jumping in to fix their problems, guide them to think critically and come up with their own solutions. This approach builds their confidence and problem-solving skills. This not only builds their problem-solving skills, but also fosters a sense of agency and self-efficacy, key ingredients in the recipe for resilience. By doing so, we help them become strong, independent individuals capable of facing life's challenges. We all want our children to succeed, right? We want to see them thrive, to watch them grow into confident, capable individuals. Some parents to protect children from disappointment and hardship. But here's the thing, shielding children from failure can actually make them more fragile, less equipped to handle the inevitable bumps in the road of life. Think about it. How can we expect our children to learn resilience, to bounce back from setbacks, if they're never allowed to fall down in the first place? Failure is a crucial part of the learning process, a stepping stone to success. It's like trying to learn to ride a bike without ever taking the training wheels off. When we constantly swoop in to rescue our kids from every little struggle, we inadvertently send the message that they're not capable of handling things on their own. And that lack of confidence can really hold them back in the long run. So, as tempting as it is to pave the way for our children, let's step back and allow them to navigate some challenges independently. By doing so, we give them the gift of self-reliance and the courage to face life's obstacles head-on. Now, this doesn't mean we should throw our kids to the wolves. It's about finding that sweet spot between support and space for growth. Let them try, let them stumble, and most importantly, let them learn from their mistakes. Think of failure as a valuable learning opportunity. Encourage your kids to view it not as a reflection of their worth, but as a stepping stone on their path to success. Help them analyze what went wrong, what they could have done differently, and how they can apply those lessons to future challenges. Remember, resilience isn't about avoiding failure altogether. It's about developing the strength and the skills to bounce back from it. And that's something our kids can only learn by actually going through the experience. So let's empower our kids to embrace the learning curve, knowing that we're right there to cheer them on every step of the way. We've all been there, those days when we're tired, stressed, and just not in the mood for a parenting showdown. It's easy to slip into the habit of neglectful parenting, giving in one day and putting our foot down the next. But the problem is, inconsistency can create confusion and insecurity for our kids. Imagine trying to play a game without any clear rules, where the goalposts keep shifting and you never know what to expect. That's what inconsistent parenting can feel like for a child. One day, a certain behavior is acceptable. The next day, it's met with consequences. This lack of predictability can make it difficult for children to understand boundaries and expectations. It can lead to power struggles, testing limits, and a general sense of unease. Kids thrive on routine and consistency. It provides them with a sense of security and stability. Finding consistency in parenting doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. Life throws curveballs, and there will be times when we need to adjust our approach. It's about establishing clear expectations and boundaries and sticking to them as much as possible. Talk to your kids about the rules and the reasons behind them. Explain the consequences of their actions in a calm and age-appropriate manner. And when you do need to make an exception or adjust a rule, communicate it clearly to your child so they understand what. Remember, parenting is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be days when we fall short, when we're inconsistent or lose our cool. But the key is to strive for consistency, to create a stable and predictable environment where our children feel safe, secure, and empowered to grow. And there you have it, 5 common parenting pitfalls to avoid on our journey to raising resilient kids. Remember, it's not about being a perfect parent. We all make mistakes along the way. The key is to be mindful of our approach, to create an environment where our children feel loved, supported, and empowered to face life's challenges head on. So let's ditch the overprotection, embrace those teachable moments, and watch our kids blossom into resilient, capable individuals. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more parenting insights. And don't forget to share this video with a friend who might also find it valuable. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to raising resilient world changer.